अजीत समाज मराठ अनूप अकील मोहम्मद फैसल जयप्रकाश मोहसिन मफी प्रीति प्रिया आजितोष तुषार उबैद जीकू सर वसीम सर इरफान सैयद विष्णु कम मोहम्मद वंदना वेल कुमार अली अली रजा एडविन चंद्रा मोहन इमरान सर अरफात दीपक अदनान अजय बतूर इब्राहिम मुरली रिजवान सचिन सुजीत कॉम्पले रिया सैयद फैसल हारून खान विनय जावेद सेंगर फरीद प्रदीप प्रेम अभिषेक आमिर कांग्रेचुलेशन मोहम्मद सही परिता नबील चित्रा हारिस कांग्रेचुलेशन मनीष अमर अदेरुल पलीसा असलम आतिफ ग्रेस ग्रेग बैक सचिन कमाल बशकर रोहित पैटिस दीक्षित रियाज सौरभ सिद्धार्था नदीर तारिक वेंकट तो हरि प्रसिम से मंसूर रेहाना विजय विशाल अर्जुन असद इलियास खान कांग्रेचुलेशन एंथनी अरविंद हसान वसीम मंगेश राज अकबर वरना संकल्प विषय ईश्वरी अफजाल विवेक हसीब हामिद लीश पल्लवी अनम फैसल बुरहान हुसैन मतीन पांडे सैयद खलील मुनीफ हसन गुप्ता आशा अजय इकेन पूजा तलहा विजय अमजद जोफरी हसन सुजित अमित बीबी राजू पवन उमर मान वेंकटेश अहमद गुप्ता शीश मैरी शॉन जमाल तुलसीदास अनान मोहसिन नदीम अली इसाम कवैस अजीम मंसूर शकील केरिया हसन रियाज हुसैन प्रदीप मीना आसमा दुर्गा शरीफ अली अल बलूच कांग्रेचुलेशन माय फ्रेंड सलमान सुबता हसन मोहसिन मनीक क्रिस्टोफर जंगीर हमास मोहम्मद शफीक नवीन दरिक्सा फियाज प्रशांत इलियास धमवीर नीजू अब्राहम श्रीनिवास सुंदेला नबील अहमद नवीद बिलाल बिदरा अली शाजी उबैद बाबर कौडी रिजवान इमरान विवेक राजीव राव इश्ता फैजान रहील निसार उमर आज संदीप शराज तीनों समा कोमल शिवानी सलमान सदा आनंद दिलवम अजय साबिर उजैर सुरिंदर प्रदीप अमीर मोहित वकास निधि उमर उस्मान संदीप अमित अबू ताहिर नवीन अर्शद मोहम्मद विवेक या सुशान फुरकान गजेंद्रा नागराज नसीमा सागर मोहम्मद जायना हुसैन रश्मि नेहा फैसल अली अली अल अजमी हमाद नुमान आलम विजय सरनाया सवाना मोहम्मद जक्का जाकिर कांग्रेचुलेशन सादिमा सहर अजेब समीर इफ्ती तलाल हमाद उमर उस्मान मलिक अजेब वकास प्रिया रफी सायरा सरस्वती सौरभ सशवानी देवर श्रीकांत प्राण जानदार डुओ फ्रांसिस अब्दुल मोहम्मद उमर अभिषेक अभिलाष अब्रार फरहान लता निधि इब्राहिम विनोद फैसल अमीर इनाम अब्दुल अजीज इकेन अकमल असान बासिल गारिमा केविन पद्मा साजिद साजिद वलीद चेताली अनामिका जरना सुदीप नवीन मोजदेव नवीद कांग्रेचुलेशन आतिफ चक्रा हसन नदीम आबिद पटेल आदिति सुभाषेश कुरेश उमर रफीउल गुलाम शाम बाबू दीपक कैरोलिन लिनविन शीतल एल्विन उलिंद्रा प्रशांत अब्रार अली खान राम विद्या तलहा बासाद राशिद माधवन गुरजीत ऋषु दत्ता सबान अजीम मंगेश मुदस्सिर प्रदीप सिद्रा अली मैन कांग्रेचुलेशन सुहेल अमूल तहसीन नबील आतिफ जिया नित्या शाह मोहम्मद शकील उमर अहमद मिस्टर अवध कीर्ति सलमान खालिद जान सैयद सत्यास्नान वसी सैयद सुहेल शाम सिन्हा अजित इकबाल विवेक. And here we have my 1000 PM in less than 3 years, Muhammad Adil. Okay, guys, how are you? I'm very happy to see all of you here. Walaikum assalam, Faisal. Ramadan Mubarak to everybody. Okay, so guys, can you hear me? Can you see me? Put something in the comment. I have this new Shuru mic. Like whenever in the last 24 hours, I drop it 2 times, so I don't know how the things are happening. My wife keeps saying that you should not buy expensive things. You drop them a lot. But I'm a tech guy. I love buying technological things. And yeah, so put in the chat box if you have any question. Today coaching call is very important to me. I have multiple announcement for everybody here. First thing first, yes, tomorrow the batch 3 is going to start. Batch 3, and this batch is going to be amazing. I'm going to do it without any slides. Yes, you know that already. I have written the book, and it is becoming bestseller book. Especially when I launch it in PDF, like Now you can get it in PDF in $9.99. People are buying it like a hot cake. But in my program, you don't have to read any book. And now I'm gonna make this program. You don't have to read any slides. Yes, in the entire program, maybe we'll use question slides for the question answers. Apart from that, you don't have to read any kind of slides. I am trying to make things as easier as possible, getting from point one to point two. What the way is, we are trying to do that. So I'm extremely delighted. Okay, so 28 people are live right now. Guys, like this video, put some comments that it can start coming into the algorithm of YouTube. And Imran, Yannick, Ruxar, Jafar, good to see you. Faisal, put in the group that the coaching call has started so that other people can also start, also join. Some students actually wait that any of you put in the comment and then they join. One of the student actually told me this last week. He said that, sir, I was waiting for a student to put that the coaching call has started, so nobody put, so I did not join. So always put it there, to always put it there so that people can actually join. Okay, so we have now 115 PMP in 2024, and my goal is to get 200. What does that mean? It means 85 PMP in the next 16 days. Quite difficult, but they say where there is will, there is a way. So put in the chat box, and for the first time, I'm going to show you 100 PMP video right now. All the people are joining. Okay, so 100 PMPs in 2024. Here you go. Ankit is the first PMP of 2024. Amer Abdullah, Adil, Ahmad, Ishtiyaq, Alhamdulillah, Mehtab, Tahir, Awais, Rama, Sayyid, Suhail, Archana, Shaheen, Princy, David, Nida, Binsi, Tahreem, Satya, Neetu, Mazhar, Mohsin, Maya, Abdurrahman, Galadima, Fatima, Matiullah, Anand. And here we have my 100th PMP of 2024, Mr. Abdul Salam from UAE. Congratulations, brother. So that was the first 100 PMP of 2024. We have 15 more people after that. I will add it in 150 PMP. Now, this is the called beauty of something that I really loved this thing, how we have worked into that way and how we have moved to that way. Okay. So, Kiran, Bhaskar, good to have you. Sion, need your PMP. Okay, Sion, let's talk about after the call. I remember you booked your exam. Wanted to share final things with you. Nazish, seriously need your PMP, sister. Ashish, Bagashir, good going. Okay, so what is tornado diagram and Monte Carlo analysis? Let's discuss these two tools. Both of them are used for quantitative risk assessment. Quantitative risk assessment. So, what is quantitative risk assessment? What is qualitative risk assessment? Let's first discuss that. Qualitative risk assessment, you take the risk, you rank them very high, high, low, medium. That is qualitative risk assessment. You take the risk, put them as qualitative risk assessment. Now, the next one is quantitative risk assessment. Quantitative is basically putting the number into that. Okay, so two major tools that we use that are very advanced tool. One is sensitivity analysis, also known as tornado diagram. Okay, sensitivity analysis, also known as tornado diagram. So what we do here, we can have positive risk, here we can have negative risk. Now there is one event. Let's say there's a one event that is going to happen. One event that is going to happen. Now that event can be something that can good event, bad event, whatever. One event that is going to happen in future. Now how that one event will impact all other risk. Okay, so let's say if we are measuring dollars, $10, $100, $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, both positive and negative. We put both of these on our positive and negative. And now let's say A rain is coming. A rain is coming, and you are in the construction site. Is it a positive risk or a negative risk? A rain is coming. Is it a positive risk or a negative risk? Put in the chat box. Rain is coming, and you are in the construction site. Is it a positive risk or a negative risk? Put in the chat box. Rain is coming. Is it a positive risk or a negative risk? Okay, now 90% of the time the rain is a negative risk. But let's say you are working in a desert and you are lacking water. There is no water there. It can be a positive risk. Yes or no? You need water for certain things and you don't have water at all. You don't have a water at all. It can be, na? So the event, how it will be impacted, we look into that. In sensitive analysis, look into that. So maybe in that case, the rain can give us $100,000 positive risk. Okay, it can damage our concrete, and concrete can cause us $10,000, or it can stop the crane, as a result loss us $1,000, or the workers work, etc., etc. Same event, how the same event has impact on other risk, both positive and negative. This is called sensitivity analysis or tornado diagram. Yank, Yannick, is it clear to you? Yannick, is it clear to you? Because Yannick specifically asked me that he actually watched the Mastery series. I hope you are watching Mastery series of Risk, and he put it in the comment that this topic is still not clear to me. So this is for all of you. Put in the comment what is not clear to you. I read all the comments and I will make a video or discuss it with you. Yannick, is it clear to you? If yes, put in something in the chat box. Okay, that is sensitivity analysis. Next is Monte Carlo analysis. Okay, Monte Carlo analysis. Monte Carlo analysis is, Monte Carlo is also known as simulation. Okay, it's a simulation. First of all, we use behind the very complex tools. We use PERT analysis, 3 point analysis, and we plot an S curve. We plot an S curve. Now, this S curve can give us, depending upon what we are measuring. Let's say here we have dates 10, 11, 12, 14, 31st March, etc., etc. Here on the y-axis it gives us probability. Okay, probability. Here we are measuring date. So this Monte Carlo analysis will tell you what is the probability of you achieving the project on this specific date. Maybe 40%. So that gives you a curve. You get a S curve for that pattern thing. Or here it can be $100. What is the probability for you to achieve the project in this cost? What is the probability for you to achieve the project in this cost? That is Monte Carlo analysis or simulation. Okay, Monte Carlo analysis or simulation. I hope, Yannick, the answer is clear to you. Okay, both of them are clear to you. Positive, negative, negative, positive. Yeah. Okay, so anyone else has any question, I'm more than happy to answer. An opportunity for a positive risk. Yeah, both positive and negative. We need to look into that. Aisha, thank you for, okay, positive for reservoir. If you have any other question, I'm always available. Feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to explain you. For example, one of the student, he is doing the final random mocks, and if you are my student, you know that this can be something that is confusing. So feel free to ask me. He asked about the quarter model. I made a small video, short video, and put it on YouTube also. What is quarter model? By the way, if you don't know, quarter is a change management model which talks about how change moves from one step till the end. So it's a change management model. So if you have any question, feel free to ask. Let's start solving PMP question. Okay, question number one. Okay, so C. Hmm. What will you do to make sure that the team can be transferred to Agile in the next 2 years? Your team is moving from predictive project to Agile. Your team has never done any project in Agile. They are not convinced that this will work. Many stakeholders complain you that they do not think you you have shown them the previous organization, you still don't think so. Nothing, no, make a pilot project and worked into that. So an important concept is being explained here. What is that concept? That concept correlate with basically what to say. That concept correlate with minimum viable product. What is minimum viable product? Minimum viable product is something that it is present in something, you immediately put it out to the customer and get the feedback from them. You get the feedback from the customer immediately and get that things into that way. Okay, get that things into that way. That's a kind of an interesting thing that when we looked into that, how things worked. Okay, so minimum viable product is a important concept when it comes to Agile, and it can be in a different form. The question can be asking a different way. Make a pilot project, minimum marketable feature, whatever is it. You need to make something product it, show to the customer, get the feedback and improve it. And by the way, I put it in this video that if anyone joins, I will give you pathway to PMP free of cost for Udemy course. Okay. The course that is available, I guess $69 on Udemy. So if you don't want to join the program and you want to study your way, there's a pathway to PMP course link. Later on, I will also put in there and you can enroll in that. No, this allows 100 people to join. If the coupon get expired, just email me or my team will send you the next one. Okay, if you watch this video, you were in the live session, not recording. Okay, so next question. Okay, so what do answers we have here? Now, Tuckman ladder is again one of the most important thing in PMP. How we work with the Tuckman ladder is important thing. Okay, so this is the Tuckman ladder. By the way, at least 4 student sets in the last 15 days who have cleared 15 students. Oh, interestingly, 15 students have cleared. No, more than 15 students have cleared in March, but 115 is the PMP number as of now. More than 15 students in last few days have said that this Tuckman ladder is coming in a drag and drop or somewhere you need to mark here. Okay, so for example, the question can come: first forming, storming, norming, performing, adjourning. Consider it as a for you A, B, C, D, E. The question can be something like that. Mark on it since you have a mouse. In the real question, you can actually circle it or mark it. Mark where the team members have a conflict. At which stage team members have a conflict? If you get this question, what would be your answer? At which stage team members have a conflict? If you get this question, what would be your answer? If you get a question where the team member would have conflict, where the team member will have conflict, if you mark on this, storming. So in the exam, you will mark it here, storming. Okay. So question can be something like that. If the question asked where the team member leave, so it's adjourning. Okay. Then the same question, what everybody is answering here, the same question can be reoriented in a way. If a question says that a new team member has added, okay, a new team member has added, which area you are? The same question, the same which we have there, but now we are working on a graph. A new team member has been added. Mark on the graph, where are you at the team? Thank you, Ankur. Good to see you. Forming. Okay, good. I'm happy that you are able to do that. Now, if you still have any confusion in this question, like risk register, risk report, the last two coaching call, we put a lot of effort in explaining risk register, issue log, risk report, lesson learned register. I hope so that topic is clear for you forever. Okay, so okay, you were managing a large project when COVID hit on 15th March. As a result, you complete project got stopped. The project is stopped. Now after 3 years, you're back to the business as usual. Future in the project that you are working right now, in your project. Faisal Varaj, can't you read the question properly? What are you doing, man? You have solved thousands of questions. The question categorically says in your project, yeah. Very well done, Usama. Very well done, Bhagasir. Ankur, good job. In your project. Now you are changing your answer to A. Why you are changing it to A? In your project. In your project, guys. It's a risk register. Please read the keywords. Read the keywords. A. Didas, man, what are you doing? C has nothing to do here. Okay? Okay. A A A A A A A. So let's read the question. What can you do to improve communication for this team? You are managing a project where team are distributed all over the world in different time zone, and you have a communication problem among them. Now, the question can be oriented in two ways. One question, straightforward here, we want to co-locate them. Okay, the people are having communication problem. You just put them co-locate, and this resolve the problem most of the time. Straightforward, right? They are having communication problem. You put them together, and the majority of the problem get resolved. Okay. Now comes the second thing. Now comes the second thing, that is, some of the team members are co-located, some of the team members are co-located, whereas some of the team members are not co-located. Some are co-located, some are not co-located. Here, if that is a problem, then we can have a fish ball meeting. What is fish ball meeting? The question is to you. Put in the chat box. Don't use internet. Don't use anything. Put in the chat box. What is fishball meeting? Even if you watch this video later, put in the comment. What is fishball meeting? And guys, if you have not subscribed the YouTube channel, please do and click the notification. Otherwise, you will miss all the mastery series that we are having. Today we put procurement. Next week we will put scope, then schedule, then cost, business environment, and integration closing. So probably by the month of April, this will end, and maybe I will add some tips and tricks into it. Okay, then I will combine these videos and put one combined video for you also. Okay. Long live stream meeting. No, that is not a fishbowl meeting, Shrikant. That is not a fishbowl. Long live meeting. Bhaskar, it has to be live. It has to be live. Just like this. If we had a video camera, as we do Zoom coaching call, that is a long live meeting. So I'm not sharing any question. I'm asking you, Venu, what is fishball? What is fishball? I'm not sharing any question. I give the question to you. Put in the justification. What is fishball? Fishball is a long meeting that we use, especially when some teams are co-located and some are not co-located. Okay, let's go to the next question. You're the project manager working. Eid is coming. You want resource will be available or not? Straightforward. We will go to resource calendar. Okay. Guys, while you are answering for this question, Ami, welcome to the coaching call. Ami, did you watch the last two coaching call as I asked you in the last Zoom call for the risk topic? Did you watch it? Okay, guys, put in the chat box what does definition of done, ready, acceptance criteria, and product backlog mean? What does definition of done, ready, acceptance criteria, and product backlog mean? All four things. I need your definitions so that we are clear on them and never make the mistake again. What does these four mean? All these four. Definition of done, acceptance criteria. What does these four things mean? Please put in the chat box. Because you should know these things now instead of going just solving the question. I really want you to get deep into the question and see what does this thing mean, what does this thing correlate, so that we can work into that way and we can actually improve that thing. Okay, we can actually improve that thing. And you might have this from few days. I understand Ramadan is started, but please do give me your status. Okay, so definition of done is once user implemented, team verify against checklist. Very well done. Definition of done, verify the deliverable. Good, good. And ready, hand over to client. Very well done, Ankur. Very well done. Okay. So definition of done is basically now we have completed something, the checklist that we have made. I want to see, do we have before showing it to the client. That is 100% right. Okay. So what is acceptance criteria? It's a client checklist. Okay. It's a client checklist, can be same, maybe different, where the client checks whether it is according to that or not. Done and acceptance criteria, they can be different, but we need to look into that in both of them and work into that way. Okay. And what is definition of ready? What is definition of ready? Yeah, when we are going to start the work, we want to see whether we have the tools, things to work into that ready. And product backlog, of course, is a prioritized by high value, high risk, that can we start the work or not. Thank you, everyone. So this is the reason why I ask you, when you type it one time, forever you will remember. And even if you don't type, those people who are reading it multiple times, with uh, with every single person typing, they will remember more. And that is the purpose of coaching call. Instead of going wide, I want to go deep so that you become T type leader. By the way, what is T type leader? Put in the chat box what is T type leader. What is T type leader? T type leader. What is that? Generalized specialist, not a hierarchical leader. No, we know no. T-type leader is somebody who has an in-depth knowledge of something as well as a general knowledge of other things. Generalized specialist, and those people are those that we use in order to avoid any point of failure. Ankur, I really like it how you are giving the answers. Depth in very well done. In depth in any in one knowledge, Farid, and knowledge of other topics, brother. Very well done, Jodha. Yes, good, good. Very well done, guys. Generalized specialist. Okay, so we are discussed this question. Definition of done is the answer. Okay, next question. C D C D C D. Okay, so we have a good amount of confusion in this question. As a Scrum Master, what will you do? You are working in a state of art project during 4 days. Client asks you that he want to add a new requirement. Yes, you will communicate that cannot be added. You will accept. No. So this the C will be the only answer that we will go. Uh, Agile is all about change. Shrikant, Ankur, Agile is all about change. Whenever we are there, we want to handle that change. We will work into that way. Client wants something, we will try to give them whenever there is. But who will decide? Now, product owner will decide that thing can goes into product backlog or not, and team will decide that will they accept that thing in the current sprint of not. So both of them, we need to get together, find out the priority, the reason, and then decide it. C is the right option here, Ankur. This is an important question. We should always have an understanding how the Scrum works. What are the things are there in that? Okay. Next. G. Refer to HR. Okay. A, B. So what will you say to them? You are managing an agile project. Most of the stakeholders have worked previously. They are expecting daily reports, but they are not getting them. They are expecting that daily reports will be there. One of the key stakeholders have called and said they are not getting report. We don't have communication plan in there. Not this. Why would we apologize? Somebody would apologize. No. B is the right answer here. We would go into the B option. B would be the best answer here. Okay. Okay, let's talk about information radiator a little bit before we move forward. So in when we talk about information radiator, we have burn down chart, burn up chart. You are getting in exam things about burn up and burn down chart. So first of all, when you want to measure how much work is remaining, which one I'm gonna use? If I want to measure how much work is remaining, which one would be my preferred choice? If I want to measure how much work is remaining, which one I will be use? And if I want to measure how much is done, and if I want to measure how much work is done, now which one I will use? I want to see how much work is done, which one I will use? Thank you, Amjad sir. Remaining, I want to measure how much work is done, which one I will use? And if I want to see the scope has been added or removed, then which one will you use? If I want to see the scope has been added or the scope has been removed, which one I will use? Which one is a preferred? Put in the chat box. Important questions, guys. Okay, now let's see burn up and burn down by hand one time. Okay, because that question is also coming kind of in the exam. I want to make sure that you understand that question. So this is burn down. Okay, this is ideal burn down chart. Okay, let's say this is 100 story point. We have 10 March, 11, 12, 13. The work was supposed to complete on 14. You are on 12th. Okay, you are on 12th, and suddenly the work goes here, this side. What has happened here? What has happened here? Suddenly the line goes up. What has happened here? The exam can ask you two questions from this, two, three questions, which I'm gonna make from you for you. What has happened here? Hari Babu, not scope creep. We'll say, yeah, scope edit, okay, scope creep, but we called it spike or scope edit. Both can be there. Spike or scope edit, both can be there. Some the work has gone. So you see, burn up, burn down chart is not kind of very good showing the scope edit, right? Scope edit, it is not very good. Okay. The question can also ask you, looking at day on day 11, on day 11, what is the status of the project? On day 11, what is the status of the project? Ahead of schedule, behind schedule, on schedule, or can't tell? On day 11, where are you standing on your schedule? On day 11, where are you standing on your schedule? Important question. G, waiting for the feedbacks. So this is day 11. We are standing here. I will just extrapolate it. This means if we have done according to this, we could have done work earlier. So what does this shows? When burn down chart The actual one, this is dotted is actual one, is downside. You are ahead of schedule. When burn down chart, as on day 12, is on upward side, you are on behind schedule. Please either take a screenshot or write it down somewhere. You can get the question. I want to make sure that you become PMP. I am giving you whatever comes to my mind, whatever the students have told you, so that you remember. Okay, so that you can. So please take the notes. Very important. Take these notes for you. They are critical. Okay, take these notes for you. Now, now let's come to the burn up chart. Okay, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, again, let's say 100 story point. It was supposed to complete on day 15. Okay, now we'll track the real one, the work that has been done. On day 14, ahead of schedule, behind, on, can't tell. What would you say? On day 14. On day 14, where are you currently? On day 14, where are you currently? So we are on schedule. If I ask you on day 12, same question. On day 12, where are you? On day 12, where are you? Day 12, same option. This is day 12. Okay. Now, when people are saying we are ahead of schedule on day 12, here we are. Okay. Here we are. If I extrapolate the day 12, it will actually take more time. It will actually take more time. Okay. So when you are downward, when you are downward in burn up chart, when you are downward in burn up chart, you are actually ahead or behind. When you are downward, you are behind the schedule. Okay. And what about on day 11? Nazish, I would recommend at least make one time the chart yourself. Day 11, if I extrapolate it, I will be able to complete it earlier. Okay. I would be available to complete earlier. Okay. Now you can also have something like that, that let's say on day 13, on day 13, this is the scope, you suddenly get down. This is the scope removed. Scope has been removed, or it goes something above. Scope has been added. So you may have to point out, let's say, on which day the scope was removed, on day 13, or scope was added on day 14. One more time, this is your burn up chart and it shows scope has been removed. Okay, here scope has been added. So this can be another thing that we need to look about burn up chart and burn down chart. As far as now, burn up, burn down chart, both of them are clear to you? Anyone has any confusion, anything that is not clear to them? Any confusion that is not clear to them? So burn up chart, burn down chart. Of course, Sayed, burn up, burn down is opposite of each other in the result. If it is down, in burn down, it was good, but if it is down, in burn up, it is bad. Okay. So burn up, burn down chart, both important. Now the next we get is kind of a task board. Okay. Or no, Kanban board. Task board is just status board. Okay, Kanban board. To do, in progress, testing, completed. Okay, let's say these are the user stories. Here are two, here is one, here is one. So if I don't put a, work in progress limit, it's a task board. When I put the work in progress, you can do one, you can do, okay. So that is become Kanban board. Now, if the question asks here, mark the area or put in the which one, this is A, this is B, this is C, D. Which of them is currently bottleneck? A, B, C, D. Currently, which of them is bottleneck? You don't have any other information. The question only says which of them is bottleneck. What will be your answer? Which of them is currently bottleneck? Put your answers in the chat box. Which of them is a bottleneck? Bhaskar, how A is a bottleneck, man? We don't even have a work in progress limit here. Sorry. We don't even have a work in progress limit here. Here, two things are there and both things are present here. When you are 100% overloaded, that becomes the bottleneck. Bottleneck is there. So this is bottleneck for you. B is the bottleneck for that. Okay. If we put Kanban board in a pictorial way, this is called kind of a cumulative flow graph, and whichever you have small distance in cumulative flow diagram, that becomes your bottleneck. Okay, so where was the question? Refer them to information editor was the answer for that. Okay, so next question is this one, cumulative flow diagram. I hope you are enjoying the coaching call. Yes or no? Okay, so what would be your answer and why? What would be your answer here and why? So since CPI is very good, SPI is not that bad. Okay, we will not fire. Okay, we will not immediately go and start raising the change request. We want to see what is the problem, why it is zero point 0.9, and why he's saying that this is a problem there. This needs to be understand that what is the reason here and how we can look into that. Okay, what is the reason here, how we can look into that, how we can improve, those things need to be checked. SPI 0.9, 1.4, C would be the right answer. You have just completed the project and you want to check whether it is successful or not. Now we want to see whether the project is successful or not. Yes, all four documents are important, but this benefit, the projects are mostly started for the benefit it was created. It's a benefit management plan that is the most critical thing. So benefit management plan would be your right answer. Okay, you have been just hired as a project manager. Project charter has been approved. What will be your first step? Now this is an important thing. When uh, when you came to the organization and the charter is approved, we will review the project charter. That is the first step. Then this step comes there, but this is the first step. Okay, let me twist this question. The question says that you have been just hired in the organization and project charter has not been approved yet. What will be your first step? What will be your first step? Charter has not been approved. In this case, now charter has not been approved. If the charter has not been approved, then what would you do? If the charter has not been approved, then you would review the business case. Then you would review the business case to make sure it is aligned. So it's an important thing to understand here. When the charter, are you coming when the charter has been approved, or you are coming before the charter has been approved? Both scenarios become different. Okay, both scenario but becomes entirely different, so we need to look into that. So that's an important thing. Okay, last question for today, then we'll go to the LinkedIn question. Guys, still if you have not subscribed to the YouTube, I do recommend do that so that you can start getting the notifications and things like that. I don't want you to miss anything. Secondly, please do like this video, man. Okay, last question from this, then we'll go for the LinkedIn question. You have review charter, some resources will leave the project. Now, this is an important question. At this phase, we will update assumption log. Now, at this stage, Since the project charter is new, we are walking into there. We will update the assumption log. If we were at any other stage, we would have updated. We would have updated stakeholder. Uh, we would have updated risk register. Okay, we would have updated risk register. If you are not connected to me at LinkedIn, I do recommend you connect, because on LinkedIn I share daily one question. Okay, almost daily one question. So LinkedIn is kind of the main, even more important for me than YouTube. People are more professional. I hope you have watched Mastery series, Procurement. Did you watch it, or you will watch it later? Put in the comment. You have watched it, or you will watch it later. Very important. This is the eighth video in the series. Okay, this is the eighth video in the series. You see, on LinkedIn, I'm sharing multiple things. This is the beautiful mind map of the team topic that I have shared. Okay, so don't miss such things. This is a beautiful Scrum framework. Download this picture, it will help you entire way. You see, product owner, Scrum Master team starts working. They get the requirement from the stakeholders. They make the product backlog. Product backlog is done. It get refined. You make the sprint planning, and you do sprint planning, daily stand up, then sprint review. You get a product increment retrospective, and Kanban board. It's a good picture. By the way, guys, the batch program is starting tomorrow. You can start it. You can join it if you haven't enrolled as of now. If you want to become PMP in the minimum time. My team member just got nominated in the program management standards. One of the biggest achievement that anyone can have in the PMI world. Watch later. Watch later. Watch later. Guys, watch it. See. So now it's a high level thing. We need to look into that. A project manager require unavailable to initiate. What should he need to do? He need to build a high. He need to understand how the things work. So C is the right answer. You see, majority people at LinkedIn give the wrong answer. For him, a working mom became PMP. You can be the next PMP. Okay. Okay. One more question. Another mind map of Agile. Beautiful mind map. Okay. So let's see further. Okay. Okay. So the right answer here is B. Guys, now I would like to thank you first of all for joining the coaching call. Now, for those people who are my student, can you put in the comment? And I'm asking in the live class, can you put in the comment why people should join my program? That will be great. Nazish, Bhaskar, Safan, Bagasir, Ankur, Haribabu. Can you put in the chat box why people should join my program? The batch program is starting tomorrow. Now, this batch program is going to be special. I have a goal of 31st of March, 200 PMP. And I want to align my goal with your goal of becoming PMP. I'll do every single thing in my power to make sure that you become certified project management professional. I want to show you something how and what things we are doing in that patent context. And now that is something important, even my current batch students does not know that. The batch is going to start tomorrow. The batch is going to start uh, the batch is going to start tomorrow. But what I am doing, even from yesterday, I put a poll. If you plan to give PMP by 31st of March, I'm gonna give you, okay, something. And those people who said yes, I started working with them. I gave them a summary document even before the class started. This is called pre-training with them. This is called pre-training with them. That is something I'm working it. Now, when the 6 days class will start, I will be working with them, coaching them, enhancing them towards their way. Once that training is completed, then what Nazish just posted, I will be following up with you till you become PMP. 24/7 follow up. Great follow up. Yes, see, that's what I'm asking. Why one should join? That I am asking you. You don't have to read any book in my program. No book is needed. I mean, now I am even making the slides as an obsolete thing. A customized roadmap according to your requirement. What do you need according to that requirement? Working into that way to understand and customize roadmap. This program will be customized. Your methodology is easy to follow. Okay. Achieving goal follow-up system is best. Achieving goal with mentorship. You make everything so simple. Valuable tips said by Yannick. Amer is genius. Follow up, no reading book, just latest listen to it. That's all. RCA mind maps are key in your program. All you need now, guys, these are not some paid people. They have paid me 699 by Usama, $1,200, uh, Haribabu, one-to-one students. So these people are in my students, are in my program, coaching calls. All you need to learn. This is something I want to invite you for that. And of course, my simulator. This is I am inviting you on this thing. You see, if I put it on a paper, you get every single thing from me that you need to pass. Of course, you don't have to read any book, but if you want to read, I'll even give you a book. I'm the only one in Southeast Asia who has given the book Pathway to PMP. You get a customized roadmap and 24, what Nazish was saying, 24/7 follow up. This is one coaching call. We did it on Tuesday, on Monday. 4 coaching calls in a week. Of course, 35 PDUs training, my best PMP simulator, which is continuously being updated, a roadmap, every single thing at your answer. This should be 5,000 because we are charging that in the US market. But group program is 699 and one-to-one is only $1,200. And we do offer installment option. The program is fixed price, but I do offer installment option. So I would like to invite you for this last chance to join the program. To be very true, I have 2 seats that are left for me in this program. Only 2 seats are left for you. And once it is done, you will see me putting it. If I get 2 students, that is also possible. Nobody joins. But once that 2 students are there, once 2 students join the program, you will see me no more seats left for the new students. For my old student, and one thing that is not mentioned it, once this class and I'm gonna message to all my students, if any of them want to take retraining, that's free of cost. That is my commitment towards you. That is my commitment, my obsession, my work towards you. I want you to become PMP. Thank you very much. If you want to become PMP, number is with you, email is with you. Feel free to reach me and I'll make sure you become PMP. Like we are almost reaching 1500 PMPs in last 3 years after COVID. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are, and bye. Ankit is the first PMP of 2024. Amer, Abdullah, Adil, Ahmad, Ishtiyaq, Alhamdulillah, Mehtab, Tahir, Awais, Rama, Sayyid, Suhail, Archana, Shaheen, Princy, David, Nida, Binsi, Tahreem, Satya, Neetu, Mazhar, Mohsin, Maya, Abdurrahman, Galadima, Fatima, Matiullah, Anand. And here we have my 100th PMP of 20.